Hello everyone, I'm Sonam Sandhu from PTE Made Easy, and this is certainly one of the important videos for reading and writing fill in the blanks. Actually, it is not just the video for fill in the blanks. In this video, we are going to cover the grammatical concepts which are quite important for reading and writing fill in the blanks. With the help of this video, you'll get to know everything in detail regarding collocations, tenses, subject verb agreement. So you will understand how do you need to do reading and writing fill in the blanks. You will also get to know how to use a particular word form. How do you get to know that which word form will come in the blank. So watch the video until the end if you want to improve your reading and writing fill in the blanks. So let's dive into the video. So let's get started with the PTE reading and writing fill in the blanks. So let's talk about how do you need to attempt it. So first of all, before you even start reading the paragraph, or even if you look at the first sentence, you should quickly skim the text. So you have the whole paragraph in front of you. What exactly you are going to do? You are going to quickly skim the paragraph. You are going to quickly skim the text. This will give you a general understanding of what the text is about. So basically, it's better if you get to know what the text is about. It's better if you get an idea of the paragraph, of what's going on in the paragraph. At this particular time, please do not look at the blanks, and this thing should not take more than 20 to 25 seconds of your time. Okay. Now, seconds it is, not minutes. Now, while you are reading, what do you need to do? Always start with the first blank. Okay. So let's say you have a particular, for example, this one only. Okay. So you're going to start with the first blank. You will see which particular word form is going to come here. I'll explain you everything one by one. Please try to understand the strategies first. Okay. Now, while you are reading, start with the first blank. If you are not sure what the answer is, move on to the next one. Okay, the more blanks you fill in, the easier you will be to answer any blanks that you have skipped. So basically, you're going to start with the first blank. If you're not sure what the answer is, don't worry, move on to the next one. And once you are done with the second, third, and fourth blank, it will be easier for you to find out the answer to the first blank. Okay, now pay attention to grammar here. As I have already told you, in this session, we are going to focus mainly on the collocation, subject verb agreement, tenses, articles, active, passive. You will understand everything one by one when we are going to practice. Now, focus on the connectors. What connectors have been used if they and our has been used. So, we are going to use the helping verbs as per these, or we are going to use the subject verb agreement as per the plural subjects, they and our. Now, collocation. Some words are often used together. For example, completely satisfied, excruciatingly painful. So, examine the words before and after each blank to see if it helps you. And after you read it, after you have done it, it's simply about reading the passage again with the answers to make sure whether everything makes sense or not. So, you're just reading it again to get an idea whether it's logical or not. So you just have to check it if it's logical or not. Okay. So that's what you are going to do. Now try to understand one more thing. If you're not sure, it's okay. There is no negative marking for this particular question type. So do not leave any blank. Okay, do not leave any blank unanswered. Answer every single question, answer every single blank. There are no chances of negative marking. So please focus on answering every single thing in reading and writing fill in the blanks, be it reading fill in the blanks or listening fill in the blanks. So for fill in the blanks, be it reading and writing, reading and listening, the strategies are same. The techniques are same. You just have to understand everything properly, and it's about using the grammar techniques. Okay. Now I'll show you how do you need to take care of the tenses part, the grammar part, subject verb agreement. Okay. So let's look at the grammar part. Okay. Now understand PT fill in the blanks, be it reading and writing or reading fill in the blanks. You're going to get somewhere around, okay, 65 marks for the same for PTE fill in the blanks. Okay, 44 marks for reading and writing and 22 marks for the this part only for reading fill in the blanks. Now, first of all, the first step here is guess the word form. Which particular word form is going to come in the blank, that you should guess. I'll tell you how. But before that, you should understand what a noun is, what an adverb is, an adjective or a verb is. So first of all, noun. What is a noun? Noun is anything living or non-living. So if I talk about this room in which I'm shooting right now, so laptop is a noun, non-living. Camera is a noun, non-living. Light is a noun, non-living. Flask is a noun, non-living. Here, Sonam is a noun, living. Okay, my other colleagues in the office, they are also noun, living beings. So living and non-living things, anything, be it living or non-living, is a noun. Okay, so that's a noun. Be it a mouse, laptop, pen tab, pen, every other thing you are going to see is a noun. Okay. Now, adjective. What is an adjective? Adjective is a describing word. So, if you remember when you were in school, this is the way you were being taught, है ना? So, they used to tell you that adjective is a describing word. It describes you. It describes a noun. Basically, adjective is what? Adjective is something which describes a noun. Okay, so it is going to tell something positive or negative about a noun. It can be a positive or a negative quality, that doesn't matter. But it is going to describe a noun. Now, next is verb. Verb is a action word. Verb is what? Action word. Okay. So, but before I tell you verb, you need to understand adjectives properly. And before even this, so the way I am explaining you all the things here, in a similar manner, I share most useful tips of the PTE exam, free study material, study plan, everything related to the PTE exam in our WhatsApp group. So simply check the link in the description and join our WhatsApp group, and you're going to get so many necessary things related to PTE exam preparation over there, and that too totally for free. So please do not forget to join our WhatsApp group. I'm pretty excited to see you all there. Now, as we were discussing about adjective is going to tell something positive or negative. Now, here if we are talking about positive or negative, for example, let's take a noun, and that noun is Sonam. Okay. For example, Sonam Sandhu, we have taken this noun. Now, you can tell any positive or negative thing about me. Okay. So, if you do not like the video, you can say, Hannah, you can use some word rude for me. And if you liked it, if you like the way I explained, you can say polite educator. So, polite, it is what? It is an adjective, or rude is also an adjective. Whatever you wish to use, you can use. And basically, adjective is something which is telling you, okay, something about the noun. So, it can be a positive thing or negative thing, but anything but a noun. Okay. Now, verb. It is an action word. What am I doing right now? I am teaching you. So teaching is what? Teaching is a verb. Okay. Apart from this, what am I doing right now? I am talking. Talking is a verb. Okay, it is a verb. Now, apart from this, what am I doing? I'm writing. So, writing is what? Writing is again a verb. So, action words are verb. Okay, I'm moving my eyes, blinking my eyes. So, blinking is a verb. Moving my hands, moving is a verb. Okay, if I'm going to speak at a fast pace, so talking is a verb, and speaking is also a verb. Okay, now what is an adverb? So adverb is something which adds something to the verb. Add plus verb. Add something to the verb. For example, writing slowly. Teaching effectively, properly, interestingly. Talking softly. Okay. So all these are adverbs. And in most of the cases, you'll notice adverbs will have ly at the end. Ly at the end. Slowly, effectively, softly. Okay. Now, सिंसियर, ठीक है. Sincere is an adjective. For example, I have a sentence here. I was teaching one of my students, and the same sentence is written here. Sincere Parminder reads slowly. So, sincere is an adjective. It is telling you something about the noun Parminder. Parminder is the name of my student. Okay. Reads. Reads is a verb. What was she doing? She was reading, reads. And slowly is an adverb. She was reading, but she was reading slowly. Ly, adverb. So this is the way you need to use grammar for PT reading and writing fill in the blanks. Now before we proceed further, let's guess the word form in fill in the blanks. Okay. So let's look at the other file. So for example, we have this particular fill in the blank. Okay. And we have all these options as well. Below is a text with blanks. Click on each blank. A list of choices will appear. Select the appropriate answer choice for each blank. Almost every human behavior, from shopping to marriage, is learned. In the United States, marriage is generally. Why have I like highlighted it in black color or used, highlighted it in red color or used red color for this text? I'll tell you later. So please keep watching the video. So marriage is generally seen as an individual choice made by two adults based on mutual feelings of love. In other nations and in other times, marriages have been arranged through an intricate dash. Now, intricate is what? Intricate. It is telling you something about some noun. So, it is an adjective. Intricate is an adjective. So, that means an intricate. Now, an article has been used. So, with a and an, try to understand this thing properly. With a, we use singular noun. Okay, singular noun. With an also we use singular noun, but with the vowel sound. Okay, so we already have used an we have already used an adjective here that has vowel sound. Intricate, I has been used. A-E-I-O-U. It is not about the alphabet which has been used. It is not about the initial alphabet. It is about the sound. For example, honest. The sound is O, but it starts with H. It is not about the alphabet which is used. It is all about the sound that comes there. Honorable. I know many of you do not know this because our teachers have not told us this when we were in the school. So I was not told this until I was in fifth standard. I'm pretty sure about it. So I got to know this quite late. So, but if I know this, I want you guys to know this properly. Okay. So honorable, honest, it has the O sound. That's why we use and with these two words. Okay. Now through an intricate dash. Okay. Step, action, process, measure. Now all these are nouns. Okay. So we already knew that we are going to fill it up with the noun. Okay, because we have all the options. But now we got to know that we are going to fill it up with noun. We'll see which is the most appropriate noun. Marriages have been arranged through an intricate. Now, cannot be step. Okay, marriages have been arranged through an intricate step. Only one step, no. Action, no. It cannot be step of interviews. Try to understand. Intricate step of interviews. No. Intricate action of interviews. No. Process of interviews. Yes. So the correct answer here is process of interviews. And negotiations between entire families. So this is the way we need to do this part. Now let's look at the other rule of grammar. Now here we have subject verb agreement. So what happens? Choose the answer, match the meaning. Now what are we going to do? Let's say we have he, she and it. So with he, she and it, we'll always be using has, is, will, was or had. I would suggest you all to write these things. These are very important things and I would suggest you all to write down all these important rules. He, she, it, has, is, will, was, had. Okay. Now here, you, we, they. With you, we, they, we are going to use have, will, were, are, had. With I, we are going to use have, am, was, will, had. So please take care of these things. With he, she, it, always verb first form plus s and es. For example, he plays, he eats, he talks, he likes. With I, you, we, they, only verb ki first form. I play, I talk, I eat. Okay. Now talking about the modals. Okay, we call it models as well. So whatever you want to call, some educators call it modals, some call it models. I prefer calling it models. Okay. So in between, I used to call it modals only, but then I thought, then I checked the pronunciation and it can be called either ways. So can, could, may, might. Whenever any modal, any model is used, can, could, may, might, will, would, ought to, will always use verb first form. Like play, eat, talk. But if it is can be, maybe, will be, might be, will be using third form of verb. So take care of this. And if it is passive voice, then also we are going to use third form. Now talking about the collocations and articles. Collocation is like if we have used a helping verb before the blank, so some verb will come. If an adverb has been used, some verb will come after the blank. Okay. If verb has been used, so some noun will come in the blank. And if some adjective has been used, then some noun will come. That depends from the sentence to sentence. And I have just given you an example of the same. I'll also give you some practice questions which you are going to do in the just after the video, or maybe during the video, you are going to pause it. Now, articles. I have already explained this. With a and an we use singular noun, but with an we use singular noun with vowel sound. And with the we can use either singular or plural. Okay. So this part is done. Now let's look at this one again. The fill in the blanks here. Come to the next sentence. To people who are not from such a culture, arranged marriages may seem to involve risks of incompatibility and the complete dash. So they have already used incompatibility, risks of incompatibility, and the complete dash of romantic love. So here, if they are using incompatibility, something that is not good. Okay, incompatibility. There will be no compatibility. Okay, and the complete dash. So it cannot be complete survival when they have already used some negative word. It can be some negative word only, the complete dash. So some noun is going to come. Incompatibility is also a noun. So complete absence of romantic love. When there is incompatibility, there cannot be construction of romantic love or survival of romantic love. It can be either complete inadequacy, okay? It can be complete inadequacy or complete absence, but it is complete. That's why we have used absence of romantic love. Now look at the next sentence. But many people from cultures where marriages are arranged, which includes a number of highly populated and modern countries, often prefer the approach. So some particular process we were talking about often prefer this approach. Okay, means is like some source, okay, some medium, but it is not a medium. It is a process. It is a method. So we are going to use often prefer this approach. Okay, because it reduces stress and increases stability. So this is the way you are going to do it now. Okay. Okay, so now this one is for you. I would like you all to practice this, and I'm going to show you all the options one by one. So the first one is this. On the basis of whatever I have taught you in this video, try to solve this one. Okay, so the first one is this. Pause the video, write down the option. The second one is this. Do the same. Third one is this. Fourth is this. And the fifth one is this. Okay. For you, I am going to help you out with the third one. They offer free access to information. They offer free access to information. Who? They are talking about information. It is non-living thing. We cannot use who for this. We cannot use whom. We cannot use which. Okay, may. We are going to use which here. They offer free access to information, which is super important. So something non-living. Okay, so we are going to use which for things. Which is super important, especially in communities where not everyone can. Now we have used can here modal, so we are going to use first form of verb. Okay, let us look at the options. All the options have first forms. So where not everyone can dash their own books or internet. Express is not the right word here. They are not going to express their books or internet. They are not going to impress their books. That is not the right one. Where everyone can afford, where not everyone can afford. Okay, so afford is going to come. Now try doing first, second, and fifth one. And let me know the answers in the comment section. I'll also share the answer in the pinned comment. So I'll see you in the next video of mine. Until then, bye-bye, and do not forget to join our WhatsApp group. So I hope you all understood how do you need to attempt PTE reading and writing fill in the blanks. And these are the strategies which will not only help in PTE reading and writing fill in the blanks, but also in PTE listening fill in the blanks and PTE writing fill in the blanks. So please follow these strategies thoroughly. Please prepare notes, watch the video again, prepare notes and use the same techniques for fill in the blanks of PTE reading as well as PTE listening. These tips have helped 1,000 of learners out there. So you have to follow these things properly. Try to understand every single concept in a manner like such. And do not forget to join our WhatsApp group if you want free study material related to PTE exam as well as some study plans and motivation related to PTE exam. So I'll see you in the WhatsApp group as well as in the upcoming video of mine. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste and Sat Sri Akal.